Okay, so I got 3 new decks recently, and things have been a little too chaotic, and energy hasn't felt right to introduce them or use them, so doing it tonight, but one of the bulbs in the garage burned out, so I'm having to use the flashlight kind of thing on the phone, so hopefully there's not going to be too much glare. Anyways, this is the Wheel of the Year Tarot from Los Scarabeo, and I get to introducing it. It's kind of a bright, tearful deck, but I've always kind of liked nature anyways, so. Okay, let's start out with the Fool. He's got a big wheel that he's like rolling off this cliff on, but it's got some of the signs here on there. Got a bunch of butterflies, dandelions. Sun is shining, everything looks positive, he looks pretty happy, so, you know, typical Fool. Looking like he's gonna go rolling off a cliff, doesn't have a care in the world, but hey, we wish him well, right? Okay, next. Magician. She's got 2 infinity symbols. See the wand, Athame. We've got pentacle. We've got cups. The forest at night. After fall. Big bright shining light from her great, go blank. Wow, could be a crystal ball, could be a crystal she's wearing, could be a chakra. Okay, High Priestess, sitting on a moon-shaped throne. I think those are kind of look like daylilies. But she's got a book, she's got a white candle, a black candle, and she's all dressed up. The Empress, sitting there naked with flowers all over her on a stone throne. And she's got a little wand with the moon symbols on there. Moon looks pretty bright in the background, almost looks like the sun. There's ivy, there's flowers, vines going up there. Hey, she's not pregnant yet. Emperor, he's got the same stone throne pretty much, but that's more like the sun and the moon there. He's in the middle of the field, daylight, and I believe those are poppies. Interesting. And he's almost kind of looking like the Caucasian depiction of Jesus. That's a different way of looking at things. Hierophant. He's sitting there looking like a bishop or a pope or something in purple. It's fall. There's symbols. We've Gemini, Taurus. That should be Scorpio and Leo. The fixed signs. Construction at work has my sinuses really bothered. Like, stuffiness is a mess, absolute mess at work. So, the Pope. there's a guy kneeling, asking for help, or blessings, or forgiveness. Who knows? Who knows? The Lover's card. And the priestess presiding over it is like literally part of the earth. Like her skirt becomes like earth. And there's doves. And they're having a hand fasting ritual. So very pagan here, even though she's wearing like a white wedding dress like Queen Victoria started that trend. Kind of funny. Funny who starts trends. We just kind of act like everything's always existed like that. So, the Chariot. He's holding a sunflower, which, you know, appears to be emitting light, but it's really, you know, it's in front of the sun. You got the black horse and the white horse. And, you know, they're pulling them to the destination. Kind of looks like it's daylight here and night there. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Nighttime has got the black horse. Daylight has the white horse. Interesting symbolism there. And we have this dude wrestling a bull. Strength. Instead of a lion, we've got a bull. How interesting is that? So we got Fabio here wrestling a bull. Or Tarzan, who knows. For some flowers. Bull looks pretty pissed off. Like, you know. Instead of a very calm lion, like in most of the cards, you got a really pissed off bull. And this guy is just holding him by the horns. So that could certainly alter the meanings of the cards when we pull that. Be interesting to see when it comes up. They're adjusted a little bit. Okay. The Hermit. And there's a bunch of runes that he's looking at with his little lantern there. And it looks like it's snowing, but it's, I don't know how to read runes yet, but obviously this is a message he's reading, so I'll have to look that up for when I do readings with this. Very interesting. Very wise old guy, and he's reading this message to see what's up. I have to slide these up a little bit. So, the wheel. This big wooden wheel. Got sunflowers. We've got fall leaves. We've got spring. And we've got winter. So we got all the seasons. Like that kind of looks like a pumpkin vine or something. But all the seasons are represented. And there's also 7 birds. Interesting 7 birds. Huh. And the sun is definitely shining. We've got justice. So we've got fall leaves and probably like some nuts and stuff there. That's winter, that's summer. So, you know, that'd be spring and summer over here. With all the fruits and flowers and vines. So it's balancing, you know, abundance and, you know, scarcity or dormancy and activity. Interesting. Hanged Man. Looks like he's wearing pants of ice. Doesn't look comfortable at all. But considering all, he looks pretty chill. And there's a daffodil springing up, even though it's winter. The sun's shining on that daffodil. So it's like, you know, they're one of the first ones of spring, I think. So interesting symbolism there. Like literally chilling out. And yet there's that hope. The Death card. Looking kind of like a zombie. We've got what looks like the little fluff from dandelions. Pumpkins, a bonfire, and an eclipse happening. Look at that. Big old scythe too, so. It almost looks like a spirit in there coming out of the smoke. Interesting. Looking quite serious too. Like, don't mess with death. But there's a whole lot of things like harvest and renewal here. Like fire renews. Pumpkins are a harvest. That's actually the seed of the dandelion. Eclipses, you know, big changes. Nice symbolism on that one. Temperance. So we got a fairy. Okay, cool. That almost looks like lilacs, even though it's growing out of the ground. Maybe it's hyacinth. So she's pouring from one container into another, but she's also by the stream and waterfall. And it looks like it's starting to get towards spring, even though there's snow on the ground. Obviously, there's flowers, so she lives in the mountains. And the snow takes a little time to melt, so I guess that's the whole idea behind it, you know, the patience for the snow to melt whenever you know it's spring. Feeling like, oh my god, I'm ready to see the flowers and warm weather and all this stuff, and the snow's still on the ground. So yeah, I get that. Oh Lord, the devil. Carnal desires. Look at that. Big old vine with thorns. Not even, it's like a hybrid of a rose and something even more dangerous. We've got flames of hell, of course, you know. Look at them, they're all torn up from the thorns. It makes me think of that Poison song, Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Interesting side note, I actually did meet Bret Michaels when I was little. He bought an antique car from a neighbor. Wrecked it not too long after. But yeah, he was actually pretty cool to meet. So, yeah, devil. Every rose has its thorn. So be careful of things that seem positive when they're actually not, I guess. There we go. Tower. And we got all these crows flying around this tree that's been struck by lightning. This poor tree just had its world blown up, literally. And it's an apple tree. Look at that. There's apples laying around. Oh, that's so funny. That ties in with, like, Garden of Eden mythology. That's really cool. So, yeah. This big rainstorm and trees just, like, blown up. And crows were living in there because, yeah, there's apples. And everything seems nice. And then, boom. Okay. I'm liking this deck. It's really cool. Stars. So she's in with water lilies, naked, enjoying a little swim in the middle of the night, holding her hands up, you know, praising the earth and the stars and all that. Maybe making wishes. Pretty cool. Then we've got another fairy-like creature, I guess, because her hair is blue. Sitting on the moon, kind of mostly naked, but she's holding a bunch of flowers. Really cool flowers. It actually looks like celosia, which is Greek for like flame or something. It's a really cool plant. They come in different colors, but yeah, I have the purple ones. They're still actually blooming. Go figure. I brought them in for winter, but a lot of them sort of blooming. But she's all decked out with flowers and all that, so it's more of a positive depiction of the moon, I guess. Soft, gentle, happy kind of stuff, not the shady stuff that can be part of the moon symbology. Don't have too many more to go. Okay, so the sun. So we've got this guy that's half deer, half man, sitting there in between roses and other flowers. It looks like clovers. Yeah, he's sitting in a bunch of clovers and in front of the sun with his big old antlers going, and he's just like sitting there looking like, you know, a big built guy, but he's got a head of a deer. A little disturbing. And we got Judgment, and she's kind of in a completely transparent nightgown there. And then she has a big woolen coat, like, I don't know, it must be hot in her house. And then she went outside to look at the moon, I guess, in her really warm robe. I guess it might be springtime, even though there's like snow on the ground, there's all these flowers. So again, we have the, you know, waiting for things to turn better kind of energy going on. And duality also, you know. This is more like a summer outfit. That's winter. Come on. Crazy, crazy stuff. And then we have the world. And her hair's like all the colors of the rainbow. We've got sunflowers and poppies. And I guess bluebells, those would be. Snowflakes, fall leaves. Pretty much like the wheel of the year, only a person. And then all the fixed signs on her headband. So I guess she's the world, Gaia. Interesting for the major arcana. So we're gonna just mix these all up so that they're ready for the first reading. Oh my, that's gonna be a long video. Okay, Ace of Cups, Ace of Chalices. We got this little fairy, and she's sitting in a big cup, and there's flowers and a candle, and yet there's also snowflakes and snow in the background. So, once again, we have this weird duality thing going on. She's clinging to that candle for warmth, I guess. And inside the cup, it's flowers. Two of Cups, of course, a couple. And they look like they're in this big garden of different flowers. Lilies? Yes, I do believe those are lilies. And they're all dressed up, looking nice. Pretty traditional looking depiction of the Two of Cups. Three of Cups, we've got three ladies celebrating the birth of a bird. Check it out. That bird's all like, woo, I broke free of the egg. So definitely celebration, renewal kind of thing, not a third-party energy with that one. There we go. Nice flowers too. So that's awesome. That's a different one. Oh, I really need to adjust this. It's a little off. So, Four of Cups. The cups are filling up in the rain at least, you know, and the flowers are getting watered, daffodils and petunias maybe. But yeah, she's looking all sad with her little kitty cat, cute little black cat. And just not even noticing that her cups are filling up while she's staring at the rain like, ugh, why is it raining? So, yeah, definitely hints of the traditional Four of Cups thing. Five of Cups. Of course, they're all spilled in this picture. That's pretty disastrous. She's kneeling there looking at it, and it looks like these flowers are all wilted, even though a bunch of cups were spilled that should have watered them. So, like, she's afraid of what she has, you know, fading, I guess. Look at all those flowers all wilting. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 birds in the background. Interesting, 13 birds. But hey, at least, you know, the tree looks healthy. And, you know, she's fully clothed. There's at least some good stuff going on. It's not entirely terrible. Okay. Oh, look at that. She's reflecting on the past. An older lady in a dress and a bonnet and all these 6 cups there. Well, she may not be an older lady, but I've only seen older ladies wearing stuff like that underneath. You know, like they sleep in something that looks like a shower cap. But it looks like she's reflecting on the past. There's flowers there. Interesting that they're orange. And her dress is yellow with some purple. Okay. Yeah, interesting 6 of cups there. 7. And they're tied to a butterfly kite. Interesting. Instead of the little bows. Got those. And pansies, I believe. Those are pansies. All kinds of flowers. But she's flying a butterfly kite. That's kind of cool. We've got 8 of cups, and he's walking away. So look at that, the 5 of cups, 3 of cups separated, like celebration separated, sadness. Dude's walking away. The flowers have kind of gone to seed. They look green instead of vibrant and colorful. 9. I got a big ladybug. Ladybugs are a good luck symbol, definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 birds. Okay, so that lines up with the number of cups. We get 5 people celebrating here. Definitely happy energy. A little picnic. So it almost formed like, you know, an archway to protecting them. So, but, you know, people wished for a bug to eat other pests. And that's what the ladybug symbolizes. So, a wish granted. 10 of cups, of course, the happy family. Also, you know, an archway. All these different flowers. I think that's chamomile. We got roses. Happy couple with their kid and their cat and their dog getting along. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Lots of flowers and happiness, like almost rainbow of different colors. Awesome. Prince of Chalices, even though it's obviously a princess. Little typo. But she's got like the Taurus symbol all on her dress. So I guess she's a Taurus. Interesting. For cups. She's got little birds sitting there, and she's got flowers, and she's smelling the flowers, and her hair's all braided, and the trees are pink. I guess they're cherry trees, even though they don't really look like it. So yeah, and the daffodils. So springtime, happiness. There's the Knight of Cups sitting on his horse. The horse is just like, dude. There's daffodils still, and we got butterflies, all kinds of butterflies, and he's holding that cup, and the horse is just like, Let's do this thing, dude. Just kind of standing there. The Queen of Cups here. Some other flowers. And then flowers going up on a vine there. A nice little bush in that's blooming. And column in the back. Interesting. She's not really on a throne. She looks like she's on a porch or something. Holding a big old cup with the crown and her hair all did up, and she's all pretty. I love the colors on here. And there's the King of Cups. Sitting on his throne, looking all kingly and stuff. Roses in the background. Yep. And there we go. So that's the suit of cups. Let's mix this all up. And start with Pentacles. Oh, look at that. Fairy again. Bunch of pentacles laying all over the ground. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess. Maybe 12 if you count those. So, we got poppies. Those are poppies. And she looks like she's sitting on a big old marigold. Interesting. So, little green fairy for the pentacles. And green fairy absinthe. So, sitting on a big old walnut. Alright, they're sitting on walnuts. And apparently the pentacles are from Canada because they got maple leaves on them. Chamomile there. And they're on a seesaw. Interesting that a seesaw grew out of a walnut. Or whatever that is. I think that's a walnut. Interesting. So, kids seesawing, not necessarily juggling. Kind of a different energy than the typical Two of Pentacles. Oh, here we go. An artist working on a big painting of a lady. For the Three of Pentacles there. Nice. Nice. So, it's kind of traditional. Four of Pentacles. Okay, dude's got a whole bunch of riches and he's like, mine. It's all mine. And it's fall and birch trees. Interesting. It's birch trees in the fall. This grumpy ass is like clinging to all those riches. Afraid of the winter, I guess. Oh my god, we've got a Mario shroom. Dude is hiding under a shroom, so I'm assuming he's some sort of a fae, or it's giant, really giant shroom. For the Five of Pentacles, it's raining, and he's hiding under there. It's like fall. And there's lightning and stuff. Interesting. Interesting depiction of the Five of Pentacles. 6, we've got beggars. Looks like children. The guy's got plenty of pentacles in that little bag there, and he's sharing. Looks very nice. Looks like fancy Elizabethan dress or something. Oh, she's picking apples, and she's pregnant. What the hell? Shouldn't this be the Empress? 7 of Pentacles. Harvest, nearing harvest time. Checking out those apples, and pregnant as hell. 8 of Pentacles. Grumpy looking black horse there. Watching the farrier make a horseshoe. Probably not thrilled that he has to have his horseshoes replaced. Most of the horses I know don't like getting their shoes put on. So, yeah. Hard work. Hard work. Nine of Pentacles. Grapes. So, he's picking grapes. He's got a big old basket of grapes. Also olives down here. So it's a good harvest. And now we got 10 of Pentacles. Ah, look at that. The grapes turned into wine. That's funny. So we got the King and the Queen enjoying the harvest of the grapes as wine. And we've got acorns and hazelnuts, I believe, down here. So, nice. That's very nice. Got Princess of Pentacles. Looks like she's writing a letter or taking tally of her pentacles. So she's got a big sack of them. And look, she's got two kinds of grapes over her trellis. Looks pretty abundant there. Knight of Pentacles. Sitting on this horse. Also, grapes. Okay, grapes are obviously a theme for the Pentacles. So, he looks like he's good and abundant. Horse looks a little rough. I don't know. So, it's also fall. Should be harvesting those grapes. Queen of Pentacles. She's got a chest of them. And look at that collar. Holy shit. And look, chamomile again. Chamomile and grapes. And then King of Pentacles. Lots of green on these cards. So he's got the grapes and the chest of money. Bigger chest of money. And a giant pentacle with an acorn on it. Interesting. So I'm going to cut this off and continue another video with swords and wands. Because this is getting a little long. And I want to make sure this uploads. So, this is the Wheel of the Year, Major Arcana, Cups, and Pentacles. And part 2 will be posted soon.